Hey guys, welcome back here. Now it does look like they actually have a pause button now too. So I'm gonna test that right now. Wow. Okay guys, so I know that was a weird clip I just did, because turns out that Apple just announced a new pause button, so I definitely like that. But I normally pause the videos with the CapCut app, if you guys know what that is. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. Anyways, this might sound crazy, but I did actually get another one. Yep. This one, I wasn't planning on getting any more, but then I saw Canadian Tire's sale. This one was on clearance, and it was one that I wanted for quite a while. And obviously when things are on clearance, they're not going to be sold there anymore. And this is only exclusively at Canadian Tire. So this was the last year I got it. And it was got it for a fairly good deal. It was on sale for $100. Actually, no, it was sold for $80. And it was originally $160. So I think that was a pretty good deal, plus the tax. So it came to around $90, which is pretty good. So I'm going to show you what it is. Basically, it's a 13-foot, that's right, 13-foot wide, not tall, but wide. It's a 13-foot wide Santa sleigh with the raccoons. I've always wanted a sleigh inflatable, and now I finally got one. So this is what the box looks like. The box is big. It's not as big as like a 20-foot box would be, but it's pretty large. As you can see, this is what it looks like, and then he's got 3 raccoons right there. Pretty basic. That's pretty cool. It's interesting that they used raccoons and not reindeer. So that's interesting. Yeah, so this is the back of it. 13 feet wide. And maybe like around 6 feet tall or something. I don't know exactly. This one is a 2022 version. They actually didn't have many of these left. So for those that are in Canada and really want this one, your last chance to get it is this year, because they're not going to be selling this one anymore. Maybe they will, but if it's on clearance, I would definitely recommend getting this one as soon as possible. Well, not as soon as possible, but definitely by this year. Don't wait till next year, because they're not going to have this one anymore. So just saying that this will be your last year to get this one, because I was planning on getting the 8-foot Nutcracker Deluxe one, which hopefully I'll get on Boxing Day. That's one that I really would like. That one's not on clearance, so that's why I got this one. But anyways, now let's stop talking. Let's get onto the review. I know I'm not in the same spot as I normally am. That's just because this inflatable is going to be so wide. It's not really going to work over there. So yeah, it's probably going to go right here. If you guys are wondering what that one is over there, that new dog one, that's actually a new one I got. I got that one for free. It's a 2021, I think, 3.5-foot dog with a stocking from, I think, Walmart. I'm not too sure. That's just what I'm guessing. I got that one for free from my sister's friend, actually. She didn't want it. Their family didn't want it anymore, so they decided to give it to me. So thank you very much for that. I totally appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The lights in it are very dim though, but that's alright. Anyways, I'll show you more about him in another video, but anyways, now let's stop talking and actually get onto the review itself. So, right here. So, got cord out of the way. So, this is sold at Canadian Tire. You can't buy it anywhere else. It is exclusive. That is a fact. I already cut the tape off just to make it go faster. So I already did that. So in the package, got the instructions, completely useless, as always. Yeah, we got the instructions. I don't know why these things, literally, these things are basically useless. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're usually important when you do it for, the first time, but obviously I've done this so many times, I obviously won't need these. And it's just simple warranty and stuff. Just basic stuff. Anyways, I'll just put that. I'll just put it inside the box because there's nowhere else I want to put it, because I don't want it to fly away, because I'm not looking for it. Anyways, we got the steak pack here. So pretty basic stake pack. So again, because it is a base fan inflatable, you obviously get, so this one actually comes with 2 spiral stakes because it's 13 foot long, so it's gonna have those like ground tethers. I know that for a fact. So it has 2 spiral stakes. I'm not a huge fan of the spiral stakes, but they do come in handy sometimes in like really bad situations. I normally use the spiral stakes in like situations where no other stakes would work. Like, because sometimes because the spiral stakes are strong, they're just hard to get into the ground. That's why most people don't like them. And then we got the 4 plastic stakes for the tethers, which honestly this might not need tethers, because the Mrs. Claus one, I don't have tethers on it right now, and that one actually does great without tethers. And I did secure the base fan with the plastic stakes, because I did show you that tip video on a better way to secure the base, and honestly it works much better. And as always, you get, it looks like 4, no wait a minute, I think that's 6 of the puny metal stakes for the base fan. I don't know what the other 2 are for, but obviously that's not happening. And then we obviously get the 4 tethers. They're probably gonna be long, so anyways, yeah, that's it for the stake pack. Fairly basic. And we got inflatable is here. Okay. One packed in like good. There we go. I'll just put the box over to the side. I'll put the stake pack in there so I don't lose it. Alright. So here it is. And I'll put the bag in the box. I'll put the bag away. There we go. So here it is. So it looks like so here's one of the tether attachments. Looks like it's on one of the raccoon's foot. And one thing that I just noticed, that there isn't any, like, normally you get the stitching a little bit at least, but this one doesn't seem to have it, which honestly might not be that big of a deal, but it's just a little unnecessary. It's just unfortunate. I've never seen that before. I mean, on the classic ones. And the claws, actually, they're not necessarily like the normal polyester. They're actually like that really thick material. So I don't know what it's called, but it's that like thick material. So that's really, so I definitely like that. And is there one on all of the feet? No, there's not, unfortunately, but that's all right. Anyways, yeah, so here it is. It doesn't come with sandbags because base fan ones don't come with sandbags, but I wish they could at least add some, but they don't really need them, but it would be nice for that. Yeah, we got another anchor there. Might be a little bit tangled. Alright, so here's the fan, and we obviously got the strings here. Not for the tethers, but for the sleigh. So it looks like so it's gonna be a 60 or an 80. Hopefully it's an 80. It probably is an 80 though, but I just want to check. You can usually feel the size of it, and yeah, I think it's a YF80 because this fan feels like the rectangle kind of shape. Like you can tell, like if it's like an 80, it'll usually be rectangle shaped like this. But a 60 would be more like a square, like short. So that's how you can tell. But also you can tell that it's, because you can also, if you also look at the difference back here, you'll notice that the 125 and the 200s have a much wider opening. This one just has the basic one. A lot of people can't really tell, but it is pretty easy to notice. And I just want to check what the fan is. I believe it is an 80. Which is unfortunate. It could have had a 125, but I think an 80 will do fine good. Probably doesn't need a 125. Alright. Yeah, it does look like a YF80. Hold on a minute. Just gotta unclip this just to check. I do believe it's a YF80. I just like to check. Yeah, it is a YF80. Just like I checked, so it is an 80. so hopefully it'll do good. Yeah, so we got an 80 fan. I'm glad it's not a 60. A 60 probably wouldn't be the best. Probably would work though, but anyways, yeah. So we got that. I'll just clip these back on. For now, I'm obviously gonna remove those clips because I already showed you that much better way to secure them. Anyways, we'll put the legs up. Alright. And because this one has like the strings, I gotta lie it out to make sure it's not tangled. Okay, so here it is all set up. As you can see, it's actually pretty long. As you can see, I have it right next to the Mrs. Claus. I also got recently a Canadian Tire, and there's a Santa there. So as you can see, it's pretty long. So as you guys can see, it has 3 raccoons, and then here's Santa himself, and he does have a mouth. Here's his mustache, his nose. He has a pom-pom there. Green gloves. As you can see, that here's like this string that he holds so that he can hold them. As you can see, the only problem is that these ones are a little bit too long. I know they're supposed to be not tugging. Like as you can see, the ones of these guys are fine. That's what it should look like. So I might have to fix that up, just so it doesn't like get a mess and everything. But other than that, that's it. And as you can see, there's a stake there, one on that foot, and then there's one there, and then there's a C7 right there, another one in there, a C7 there, and then there's 2 in Santa, and then 1 in the sled. Here's the raccoons. They're all pretty much the same. There's their faces. Do got mouths under there. And then there's the other stake there. And then one there. And one on that side there. So as you can see, it does have some spot patterns on the front, but not on the back because Jeff is cheap. So then they got these like antler things too. And it looks like this one's already starting to unstitch itself. Check that out. That's supposed to be stitched over here. That's not really stitched too well, so I'm gonna have to fix that next year, but as of right now, it'll be fine. My fingers are kind of cold because I've been outside. I should have mittens on, but I don't because I'm on the camera. It's harder to do it like that. Yeah, I got antlers here. Yeah. So you see, this one has, you see that one there? That one's okay. These ones right here are stitched on like this, a little bit better. And then they got scarves there, which is pretty cool. And yeah. And then got these, and then their tails are actually what are the inflation source. So they use the tails as like the inflation tube. As you can see, it has that pattern. So it's meant to be the tail. Oh, and then there's a stakeholder on the front there, and then one on the back, right there. And then obviously the 4 base fan stakes. Yeah, so the only complaint with the tubes is that the front one's fine. It's these ones that are weird. As you can see under here, it's not necessarily like forward. It's kind of like, not like underneath it, but close. It's like angled that way, so kind of blocks a little bit of airflow, but it's not too bad. Oh, and for inflation, not the greatest. but it is doable. I'm fine with it. The sleigh inflates, again, not very good, but it's fine. It's fine for this one. I think that is fine. It's better than a 60, but it could inflate a little better, but it's alright. But that's okay. And then you got some printings on the sleigh there. Snowflakes, obviously it's not on the back because, again, Jimmy's cheap. But it does have the lining on the back, so at least that's a nice thing. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Got Santa's hat. You can see he's holding that. That's a little too long though, but I can fix that later. Should be looking like this, but as of right now, that'll be good. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye. And I definitely would recommend this one too, so later.